You're listening to Ego and Vice, Ottawa's original and longest-running independent music podcast.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.
Born and raised in South Bay, lower class punk ass, I was Northwood grade. I had it made. Spent my nights drinking with my mates. Just a short bus ride up to PA. Red River Red. Then I hit the wall and I knew I had to bounce. They still say that? 19 years ago, hell, I got the hell out. From time to time, you may see me hanging around. Now I feel like a stranger in this town. Crocs and rolls is where I learned to play. Westwood Tavern's where I learned to walk away.
Hey, this is Ego and Vice. My name is Mike. This is episode 167. We're going to get right into it. This week on the podcast, I have the three members of the local band Uncle Depressant. I caught them for the first time at the Positive Charge 10-year anniversary a couple months ago at the House of TARG. In the Southwood studio, I had John, Timo, and Tom, and we talked everything Uncle Depressant. Let's get started. I'm going to play an Uncle Depressant song. This song is called Enough. After that, I'm going to come back with John, Timo, and Tom, Uncle Depressant. You're listening to Ego and Vice.
Sometimes thinking tough, thinking never gonna be enough. I'm never gonna be enough to satisfy my self-expectations. It can't be true. What am I supposed to do? To try and live up to this perfect image in my own creation. I see better days, but they're never really better days. With the whole damn life away, search for something that I can't explain. I see the truth.
Hey, we're back. This is Ego and Vice. This is episode 166, and as promised in the intro, I am sitting in Southwood Studio with the three members of the Ottawa band Uncle Depressant. I'm here with John, I'm here with Timo, and I'm here with Tom. How's everybody doing?
So good.
All right.
Excellent.
Good. How was the drive over? I know it's South Ottawa, and there's no easy way to get anywhere in Ottawa nowadays.
Oh, it was lovely. Lots of construction on the highway. It was great.
Dodging potholes and road closures, but we're here.
Yeah, you have to kind of navigate through a lot of construction, even straight into the winter in Ottawa. I tell you, the whole infrastructure of the city is falling apart. But anyway, I digress. We're here to talk about music. Uncle Depressant, I caught you guys at House of TARG for the Positive Charge 10th anniversary. I had heard your name before, but that was the first time I saw you guys play. And I think I reached out like the next day. Cause
Keener.
yeah,
Let's go.
I was super excited. I thought you guys did awesome. I'm in a punk band myself. I've always loved punk. However, there was a lot of like thrash. There was a lot of like metal going on in your sets. There's a whole bunch. It's very big for a 3-piece band.
Yeah,
Sound wise.
Yeah.
It's like a wall of punk rock. So maybe we'll start off with just some origin stories on how Uncle Depressant came to be.
Well, if anything, I think this was like a, not even like a side quest, but like this came out of the remnants of a band that Timo and I tried to start with another friend who was a little too busy to play drums.
What was it called? Was it called McDonald's?
Yeah, it was called McDonald's.
How was it spelled? Was it like a dollar sign for the S or something?
No, it was just the vowels, all caps, like clipping.
Oh, sick. Right.
Yeah. And that was a weird band.
Unbillable.
Yeah, pretty unbillable. We'd have like one song that was like death metal, the next song was like disco, the next song
Tom
sounded like
Waits.
Tom Waits or
Yeah.
something. And I think I was just hanging out with Tome. We were going to a vegan market.
Parkdale, yeah.
Yeah, and Timo happened to be hanging out with like one of his friends. We all ran into each other, and he was like, "Oh, how's the band going?" Just like, "Oh, we're having drummer troubles." Tome's like, "Oh, I've been looking for a new band," and we were just like, "Oh, maybe." So we, so we just talked to our buddy, and he was just busy with work. He's a good friend still. He recorded most of a lot of our record, actually.
Yeah, I did a lot of vocals over at Hummingbird there in
Yeah.
Barhaven.
But yeah, we were kind of just like, "Yo, shit, I get off the pot, bro," and he was just like, "Yeah, I'll get off the pot." So
And we shat.
yeah,
Yeah.
so
And
we
when was this around? The year?
2022.
Okay.
And yeah, we
3 years.
started, yeah, and we scrapped all the old songs. Like, we were kind of just like, it's 2 out of 3 of the same people, but we didn't try to carry any of the old band songs over. It was just clean slate.
Some of those we play were your originals, but they wouldn't work as much in the current template of what we're doing. Like it
Yeah,
wasn't
I
punky.
feel like Little Squirts would have worked.
Yo, true. Was that like the ska kind of one?
Yeah, it's kind of like
Yeah,
leftover crack with like a doomy breakdown. I don't know.
could work. Stay tuned.
Did you want to give like a brief kind of bio of like what the earlier bands were? How long you've been like playing in Ottawa individually?
Oh, mine will be really quick, but I'll let you guys go first.
All right, Timo, you can start.
God. I was not a member of the punk scene prior to this band. Like, I'd been to maybe 1 or 2 punk shows prior to this. I don't come from a punk background.
Yeah, you're a jazz musician.
I have like a chip on my shoulder about that. I went to Carleton for jazz performance, but I'm not really in the jazz scene anymore. I don't really call myself a jazz musician, but
You were. You used to gig at like the Brook Street. The
yeah,
PJ
like
Quigley's
I'd play in
gig.
restaurants where they cram you in a corner, like the 3 of you got your like 10-watt
Yeah.
amps, and you try and take as little space as possible. They give you like $100 and a slap of the face at the end of the night.
But I
was
mean,
doing that.
They've never paid jazz musicians well. Let's be real.
I mean, the Brook Street Hotel in Canada did, but you have to drive like 1,000,000 miles to go there. But I was doing that from like 2009 to 2013, and then I went back to school. And then like between 2013 and when I joined this band, so like 9 years, I wasn't really playing music live at all. I just wanted an excuse to play tunes with some buds, and then John and I started playing with Taylor, which is the band before this, and then Taylor dropped out, Tom joined. And
Yeah, because Taylor was the drummer that was in your jazz trio.
Yes.
And he was also the drummer.
yeah, I
in
knew
one
him
of
from
my old
Carleton,
bands.
and then he knew John through
He was
their band Critical back in the day.
Yeah, he was a very versatile musician.
He was and is. So that's really my
Still
yeah.
is. He's a full-time record producer at Pebble now.
Yeah, like I played bass for like a couple of bands for like small stints, just like to fill in, but I didn't find anything that really fit, and they weren't my buddies. It was just kind of like not like a hired gun kind of thing, you know. So yeah,
Oh yeah, who's next? I guess I'm talking already. Okay, yeah, I do talk. I'm a little quiet, a little tired. All right. So I guess as far as like local bands go, my main band locally was called Critical. We called it like funk metal or whatever. It kind of sounded like Mr. Bungle. We were active, I think, from 2011 through 2017. Like I didn't really play in bands as a teenager. I played drums in a stoner like doom band called Big Moan for several years. I briefly played bass in like I don't know what you'd even kind of call it, some kind of rock band called Amalgamation. Is Old James local? It was kind of like a Toronto band at the time, but
Well, the Stevenson brothers were from here.
yeah, Stevenson Brothers, yeah, like Aggressor, like that old part of the metal scene. I played with those guys, not for that long, just enough time to just like do a showcase in the States and like an East Coast tour. Then I used to play bass for a Detroit-based, also experimental punk band called Downtown Brown. And that's the main stuff I remember, at least.
Well, that's a lot.
Myself, I've been playing for I guess several years. I was in Nummies, Bombed Out, Beer Barons, Unremarkables, Hot Snake Handlers, Tempionauts, jamming with Brewer. Yeah, I think, and then I'm playing a Jenny Woozoy band right now.
Oh, cool.
As
Yeah,
well.
yeah. Right on.
Yeah.
So it sounds like a pretty mixed bag of the origin stories of each of you. The actual Uncle Depressant, I guess, description, it says, 3 dudes playing
True.
the best part of crossover thrash, old school hardcore, and PMA,
That's
which
such a
is
tome description.
positive mental attitude, or metal.
Positive metal attitude.
Yeah.
We should change our name. That's it.
No, it's
Positive metal attitude.
it's penis masturbating addiction. That's
Also true.
Right.
Serious affliction.
So with the eclectic kind of background you have, how did Uncle Depressant become what I just described?
That's a good question.
I think we just took all of the stuff that we love to hear and play and kind of put that together. And I'm fortunate to play with like some really talented guys. So I think it pushes me to be more creative, and we get the ideas, and we're making some. I'd like to think our fun songs to play, and in turn fun songs to hear.
Yeah, it's a great live show. It's a head turner.
Yeah, because
our
I
best.
think originally, like with the first couple of songs, I guess like the ones that are on like the self-titled Bandcamp EP, I was kind of just like write something vaguely like Suicidal Tendencies, and from there I wasn't really writing with like anything in particular in mind. It was kind of just whatever sounded good.
I feel like you had a few songs, and then once we learned those songs, and then we kind of started to be kind of like cohere as a band, you start writing songs that maybe fit the band a bit more.
Yeah, that tried to like fit the band or like things that worked. Like again, like Indecent Exposure is like weird because it's like it's not even like really like a proper crossover thrash song because like the punk parts are more like skate punk,
Yeah.
Rather than like hardcore.
Well, Suicidal Tendencies kind of straddled that line too between skate punk and crossover sometimes. So
Yeah.
little similarity there, but
Yeah, that's fair. Where did the metal and the thrash come from? Because
Suicidal Tendencies.
there's some really good riffs. There's some riffs like that'll just drop in the middle of it, but then it goes back to like punk. And I don't know. As far as a 3-piece, I think if you're gonna play as a 3-piece, each member has to kind of carry their weight to fill like the gaps and stuff. And like I said earlier, very talented players, all of you. And it really comes through to the music. I was listening to it a lot today. The one that's on Spotify anyway, Indecent Exposure. I didn't go to Bandcamp. Perhaps I will.
That's the better one.
The self-titled
Yeah.
first EP, Uncle Depressant, was released February 2nd, 2024.
Maybe.
Okay.
I mean, it's almost 2 years ago. That sounds about right.
Recorded at Vibration Studios by John Innes. Does that make
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
That
we played
was-
a Halloween gig in that because that recording studio is also a venue. I forget the name of the venue. Well, it's the same thing.
It used to be Vibration. Yeah, it's like Vibrations. They had a coffee shop.
I
And
think
then
they sold the venue off.
they sold that part, but they still have the recording space and a rehearsal studio. And when he's looking for jam spaces out in Osgood.
Is it the folks from Botched
Vibration.
Suicide that
Yeah,
owned it?
Exactly.
Yeah.
The two
They own
owners is Steph and Goldberg. Chris are from Botched Suicides, which is another old band from town.
Sure.
Did we play the Halloween gig there before we recorded there?
Yeah.
Yeah. Wasn't the same weekend though? Was it?
No.
It was pretty close. It was
It
within
was
a
in
month,
November,
right?
I think we came back
Yeah.
to record.
It's
the
pretty
tracks.
close. Because, yeah, that's why I kind of like mostly write that one off. The recording session was kind of a mess. I ended up kind of mixing it retroactively. That was also like this. We used to have another thing on Bandcamp with just like a couple of the songs on there that we recorded in like the basement of our rehearsal space. But because it was the same songs, I felt, what's it called? I'd rather kind of take it down and put the more recent recordings of it up. Because I think like that first one we put up, we'd only
First
been.
EP?
We'd,
Oh no, the first
yeah,
one. from
just
the
like
basement,
the
yeah.
just the single on the B side or whatever. We had only been jamming for like 2 months or something.
Man, the recording setup was so we were like learning things. Like we didn't think of a bunch of small little things that we were trying to set up, and we were like, this wasn't going right. We didn't have this part, this cable, and it was just like, it was a bit of a mess recording that
You
one.
learn every time.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's just like a crummy little 8-track that I've had like for a long time. But it gets the point across, and at the time, because like one thing that I did find interesting about this band is like every other band I've played with, we've like really kind of spent a bit of time workshopping before like we started to gig. But we jammed. I think we started jamming together in September of 2022.
Yeah.
You had to like go to Israel for a month in the middle of that. And then we got that gig from Drew at the Dom for December. So we really started playing, having only even rehearsed, a
Like
handful
8
of
jams or something, and then
Yeah.
started doing shows. And fortunately, we just knew people in the
How
scene.
did it go?
don't remember.
I think it
not
went
not
well.
the best, but
Well, I think I'd like to think we sound a little bit better now, but I think it went well. at the
yeah,
time.
like I definitely wince a little if I hear back, but I also kind of feel that the what's it called? The expectation of a local punk band's first show is already, not over the moon.
Sure.
So
I mean, yeah, we're all experienced musicians too, so you can kind of fake it even if it's not going 100% great. You know how to just kind of juke in the moment. So.
Yeah.
But yeah, definitely tighter now, obviously, after 3 years.
I'd hope so.
Yeah,
Well, they say the more you do things, the better you get at them.
they do say
That's
that.
what they
Yeah.
say, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true, but so you said that the self-titled on Bandcamp is the better of the two.
Oh,
No,
no,
the
no,
Spotify
no,
or whatever's
no,
on
no,
like the
no,
bigger
no.
services.
So Indecent Exposure is the better.
Yes.
of the
Yeah.
two. Oh.
Yeah, I
we
was
did
saying
the-
you've been listening to the good one.
Oh, I see.
So
I
you're
misunderstood.
fine.
I was
We
gonna.
did
I was gonna
the-
say
yeah.
why was that one exclusively to Bandcamp? Was that a
We-
choice?
Well, yeah, we just we didn't really think it was like good enough to want to put on streaming.
We did that live off the floor, which it works for some bands, but for us, I think we wanted to be a bit more polished, which we kind of learned after the fact, and there was some other stuff that went into that.
Yeah.
So we tried that, and we
Maybe.
didn't like it, and then for the one that's on,
We were both like really sick when we recorded that.
Oh, that's
too.
Sick. I had
Yeah.
bed bugs. It was fucking
Bed
terrible.
bugs.
Yeah.
and we had the studio book, so we couldn't just like move
It
it
was- yeah, it
easily,
was-
so we're
it was
just like
just-
we'll just push.
Yeah,
through.
I was extremely ill. It was like not a great session.
There were a number of factors that led
Yeah.
to that not being the best, so we decided to redo it. And then the second time, like for the one that's on the bigger streaming service, we kind of did like the vocals we did in the studio with our buddy Taylor Harris at Hummingbird. Then the guitar and bass we did in our bedrooms, like through
Yeah, then
interface
the-
on our computers, and
The
then
drums at Hillside.
Yeah,
Had it mixed by somebody else. It was like I do think it kind of like if I learned anything from that one, it's to maybe like not have it pass through so many hands, kind of keep a bit more of a streamlined process because I think just like the less people you have work on a project, the more intimate like everybody's relationship with the work is.
That's fair.
we're definitely more happy with how that one turned out. Though.
Oh yeah, it sounds. It's hard for me because I spent so long like editing and like working on it.
He worked his ass off on that. He
it's-
edited his parts, my parts. I mean, you probably edited everything that went into it.
Yeah, like most of it. So I don't know. I just find when I've spent too much time on a project, it's one of those things where I'll be able to listen to it in a few years and be just like I'm proud of that. But now I'm kind of just like I've heard these songs so many times.
Yeah, you're sick of them. Yeah. I get
Yeah.
that. No, I get that. Yeah, I think that's what happens. That's why when you write new stuff, you just don't want to play the old stuff anymore. You only want to play the new stuff, right? Because you're just like it's fresh at least.
Yeah, I think we're all kind of novel creatures.
Yeah, that's fair. So you have played quite a few shows. You've played the Dom. You've played the TARG, House of TARG, the Womb. You played the Womb.
Yeah.
That was sick.
We go back with Sarah. So
Yeah,
we did
Sarah's like a sis. She's like my sister. She used to be
She
in my
played
band.
Goat, right?
Yeah,
You
she
played
used to be in
for
Goat.
a bit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
word.
Okay, I remember
Back
seeing
in the
you
day.
guys Back in the
And,
day. Yeah.
The Womb was a awesome place, and Sarah's such a good person
Yeah.
Yeah, she's a sweetheart.
that her intentions were like she called it like a safe center or community center or whatever. She didn't really call it a venue. So
it's a safe place.
but a lot of fun shows there. I just did an acoustic thing. That's the only time I was able to.
Oh, it was fairly short-lived. But yeah, she'd try to let kids in there.
Yeah, like we played on Saturday, and one of the bands that we played with, that was Velvet Veil. One of them was at the Halloween show we played at the Womb. It wasn't all ages, but there were some like.
Yeah, they would have been
let in.
like 16 at the time.
And the person from Velvet
Yeah.
Veil, she came to us. Well, I forget their name, but she's like, "Oh, I saw you guys at the Womb. You guys were so sick." And we're like, "Oh, cool, okay." And that was like a year ago, I guess. We did the Halloween show.
That was
cool
the
to-
final show at the Womb. That was like a Halloween
Oh,
show.
was
and
it?
The final.
Yeah, we were
final
dressed
Womb
up as
show.
Mario characters.
Yeah, it was.
with Ali Beers.
Ali
Ali
Beers was there,
and
Passenger Princess.
Oh, yeah,
and
Passenger
Sick
Went
lineup.
for
Yeah,
Days,
Went for
so
Days,
just
yeah.
like buds, and we became really close, really good friends with both Passenger Princess and Ali Beers from that show.
Yeah, they're
We've
awesome.
done several shows with both of those.
That was kind of the basis for doing the TARG one you were at. Like we had that one booked since like January. We were just like, we just want to do this bill again. But I think it was it was Summer.
Buds, all
It
friends.
was Summer from Positive Charge, who was originally like, let's have us four on a band together. And then by the time we actually got around to making a poster, they were just like, hey, this coincides with our 10-year anniversary. Can we do an anniversary show? And we were all just like, hell yeah.
Because you go way back with Summer and Rich, right? Like,
Well, yeah, Summer was in my old band. So we played together for like 7 or 8 years, maybe a little less because she wasn't in the band the whole time. And I mean, we went to high school together and stuff. I've known Rich basically since he moved here from Mississauga. We've been doing shows together for like 15 years.
that's a good tight little scene in Ottawa for sure.
I've known Rich for a long time. We've played back in the day, I guess, 10 years ago or whatever. There he is, right there.
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
Four Stroke. That's another great
Positive
Ottawa
Charge.
band.
But Gary, the drummer, in Positive Charge, he's from Thunder Bay. I'm from Thunder Bay.
Oh, word.
We were in
Word.
bands together back then, so we kind
okay,
of
small world.
we know each other from the hometown. So yeah, I was super happy when they were.
Because yeah, he's the
Great
most
drummer.
recent addition to the band.
Yeah, he's been
from
last
my
couple years, I
understanding.
think.
Yeah.
Something like that. Yeah. So yeah, it was a great show, and Passenger Princess is probably in my top 5 of favorite bands in Ottawa.
Yeah, they're dope.
They're great. They're
Yeah.
so fun to play with.
Yeah, super good people.
Yeah.
And
I'm still jealous they did a Black Sabbath cover of that Womb show. Heard them do that. They did War Pigs. I think I was like, fuck, I want to do War Pigs. But they did it already. But they slayed it, so.
for sure. Toronto. You guys did a show in Toronto?
We
Yeah,
did.
we had 2 or 3
Twice.
now.
Just 2, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We did one show with. Oh, my
We-
God.
Brutal Play.
Brutal Play.
So we
Yeah, it
went-
was in a.
that was an interesting experience.
What
We have
was-
our buddies in Brutal Play offered us a show together. We were like, all right, fuck yeah, let's go.
Very
tour
early. That was like
together.
our 5th show or something, too.
Yeah, we were definitely
Yeah.
one of our earlier on shows. But what happened was we didn't realize is, I guess the reason why the venue was available that day is because there was a Portuguese street festival for like blocks and blocks where the venue was. And so
Okay.
getting there was an absolute nightmare. And then
So
like
bad.
parking like 2 kilometers away, then walking back.
And it was in the
then
basement of
in
like
the
a packed
basement, so-
sports bar. So there's
Yeah,
all these
like-
sports bar people upstairs.
Yeah, it was just like, big party outside. Do you want to go to some smelly little like basement area? And,
I can kind of relate. My old band played at B-Sides. I don't even know if it's there anymore in Toronto during Caravana weekend.
Oh, that
Band
sounds like the
weekend?
same thing.
And
Yeah.
we were just trying to get out of the city because we had a hotel like on the outskirts there, like Oshawa area, and it took us.
Oh, man.
Oh man, we were about to pull over and sleep in the car.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah,
like, fuck it.
because that one was kind of a mess. The more recent one we did like in the spring.
That
with,
was sick.
Seascape. That was a cool little venue.
You play with
DIY venue.
Aesop, is it? Apple-sized
Yeah.
olive. is it Aesop or
Project,
Aesop?
yeah.
Project, that's it, yeah.
Yeah, with Lexi there. That was I'd say that was a nice show.
That was a sick show. A lot
Yeah.
of fun.
Yeah,
That
Ryan-
was all ages, too,
Riot
right?
booking. She's great.
Was it?
No, I keep thinking it was because there were some
I
younger
thi-
folks there, but
I
maybe
think
they
it
were-
was actually.
It was a good show.
Cool. And you played the Lemmy tribute. You
That-
guys know Chris Landry?
Yeah.
long
Very well.
long
Yeah.
time.
Chris is a good buddy.
I played in his. I backed him as a country artist for a year or 2. Played bass in the old. I don't think they were the Seasick Mamas anymore at that point. I don't even know.
Yeah, that Lemmy tribute prior to the
lot of
before or
fun.
after it came back after the pandemic, my band Goat played the Lemmy tribute a couple times. We called ourselves Goaterhead.
Sick.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah,
That's a
and
good one.
I can't remember what we
Yeah,
called it. Thunder and Lightning and something else.
I had a punkabilly band years ago, and and we did like the first one there. We did
Yeah.
kind of rockabilly upright
Yeah,
bass
I-
versions of Motorhead, which was
Well,
rad.
Awesome.
Greg did this one too.
Yeah,
eh?
yeah.
And I did the. I played bass in like the Hawkwind one the year before COVID.
Was that
the
this
last-
January?
Yeah, we did it like I think January 25th or something.
Yeah, January
So
25th.
what didn't know if it was this year or last, but yeah, that was a
Yeah.
lot of fun. That was our first TARG show, surprisingly.
I think it was.
I think we tried to line a couple of other things up, but like whatever bands
Motorhead
called out
show
or
was
whatever.
great.
Yeah, I think we tried to book the Ripcords one there, but it ended up just being easier to do it at the Dom.
Yep. That was so much fun.
Most recently, you did the Stage Riot productions out in Carlton Place for the kids.
Yeah, that was sick.
So we did like the Remembrance Day show at the Dom 2 weeks ago, which was
Oh.
also really,
Yep.
really great. And
Okay,
then-
yeah.
Danny Shank and
then-
Ellie Beers.
Yeah, and then raise money for
Oh
the vets.
yeah,
I think I
that
went to the
Jenny Wu was at that, wasn't?
That was the following week.
Oh, okay.
And Jenny was the
Yeah,
following
so
week.
many
Yeah.
shows.
And then we did this past weekend. Yeah, we're just out in Carlton Place at an all ages festival, which
That was a
was
lot
really
of fun.
cool.
With
Yeah.
our buddies in Infectors. You
Yeah,
just had
Infectors came out,
Hawkeye
so-
on, I guess.
Hawkeye.
Yeah, shout out to those guys.
Yeah, Tyler King. He's a good dude. I know him. My band's played out at Stage Riot a couple times.
Okay, yeah, super
And
rad,
he's
dude.
doing a really good thing out there for the younger bands and just for the kids in general. It's something to do on a Saturday night,
Absolutely.
Yeah, I mean, all the opening bands are like 16.
Yeah.
That was sick though. Like I don't know CP that well. Like I never really been out to Carlton Place, so I didn't know what to expect because it's kind of in the middle of nowhere. But like the people there were super enthusiastic. Like the bands who played before us were super nice. Like
Yeah.
Shines and Velvet Veil.
It was very all. That was the most all ages show I've
I
ever
thought
played.
it's great because it's not only like young artists or young bands playing, but it's also there was 5 and 10 and 15-year-old kids that are all coming out to shows, and I think that's really wonderful.
And you played the
what-
community center, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
think
that
he
was
said
cool.
he's switching to a
He's
church
doing a church
moving
basement
forward.
Year, but,
Yeah, it's a big
Yeah.
it's like a gym, right?
Yeah,
it
it's
was
a
like-
gymnasium.
But
We were
doing all
trying
ages
to-
shows is something I used to do a lot back in the day when I
Absolutely.
was doing shows, and we don't have as much of that now. So it's we did an all ages show in a basement church in Brockville last year.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah, that was good
That
too.
one was
A lot of
good.
fun
Also,
with,
that was a
Speed Bump
benefit.
Sally, the other good buddies
Yeah,
of
yeah,
ours.
yeah.
So they were on here, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's
I
stickers
know
right here.
Eric ever since he was in Balanana. Remember that band?
Okay.
Anyway.
We do like our buddy Eric.
Nah, I only met Eric during this band.
Taco Bandits and Reg from Fleabot. I used to love Fleabot.
I feel like Eric comes to most of our shows.
Eric,
Like, he's
yeah,
always
he's
there.
a little
Huge
sweetie.
He's
supporter.
down with the Uncle D. Yeah.
He is a little sweetie.
Yeah,
He's
because
down with the
again, I'm also not really like a punk scene guy, so a lot of these people I'm just meeting for the first time.
Gotcha.
Like Chris, I remember from like rock and roll bands and stuff, like Glorious Moon Rockets. Yeah.
Why don't we play a song?
Yeah.
Hell
Do
yeah,
you
brother.
want to choose one and introduce it?
I've been listening to a lot of Stevie Wonder. You mean one of our songs?
Yeah.
Yeah. You want to do boys?
Yeah, sure.
So you want to give
A spiel.
The spiel.
Oh,
there,
the
yeah.
spiel is I saw some meme about how there's like 1,001 Christmas songs, but there's only one song about how the boys are back in town. So I was just like, I'm gonna write another song about how the boys are back in town.
Cool. And it's called The Boys?
Or guess who's back in town? ... It's
Guess
the
Who's
boys.
Back in Town.
The
All right. This is Uncle Depressant. This is Guess Who's Back in Town...
It's the boys.
The boys.
It's the boys.
The Boys. Ego and Vice.
It's the boys. Guess who's back in town? It's the boys. 2 Hebrews and a goy. 2 smells of fats are clean. Can you take me higher with weed? We fight with all might, we'll never stop speaking the truth. Because a good uncle always is right by you. Just like good uncles once New Year.
So, Indecent Exposure was released January 17th, 2025. Coming up on a year.
That's this year.
How is...
Wow.
What's the writing process like now? Are you guys constantly writing? Is there more stuff coming out? You got plans for 2026? Another release?
A lot of questions.
Yeah, we're working on potentially a couple of new ideas. I know Timo's got a song he's kind of working on. I wrote one song that we're now been playing, and then I have another song in the works right now called "I Want to Be Your DD" about my work as a death doula.
Okay.
So
Because I think realistically, we're only really added like one song to the set. Like since that one came out, I think if we recorded more, there's at least one old song off like the demo. Like I wouldn't mind redoing. But other than that, I think just life and being busy with stuff. Anytime we kind of have a new idea, it's just like, oh, okay, we have to rehearse for a show.
It feels like we're always keeping fresh for a show that we don't really have time to rehearse new stuff because we only jam once a week. So, and even then, like,
And it's like once every
someone's
other
away
week,
or someone has
really.
another game, sometimes jams get moved or canceled. So,
So you guys all right? You guys...
I'm the only one who hasn't written a song that we've played live yet, but it's a bit of a mixed bag. Like, we started off John writing most of the songs, and then the ones he wrote after the band formed, we kind of like write collaboratively, I guess. Like, he'll let us have our input on our own parts, Tom and I.
Not so much on form. I usually have the form.
Not form, just like what we play.
Yeah. And that's how I kind of feel as like a primary composer. Like in general, I'd never want to. I guess it's a little weirder for me now too, because I've never like played guitar or sang in a band before. I've always like been in the rhythm section. But yeah, for the most part, I feel just like it's not fun for another person to play your song if you're telling them exactly what notes. Like, I think that's more like a metal thing where it's just like the bass line is going to play the root of the guitar part and the drum is going to play this double kick pattern. And I feel just like, well, even if like, I wrote the form of the song, other people are going to feel a lot more connected to it if they at least got to write their own parts. So I'm kind of just like, this is the form. These are where the changes are. Hit the changes, but you can play whatever you want as long as you hit the changes.
Yeah, that's kind of the way it should go, though, I think. As long as I've ever done it, it's like you go with like the skeleton, the bones of the song, right? Yeah. And it might just be a drum beat, bop, 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 like a drum machine thing, but you build off that kind of the feel of it, right? And it's like inject your style, just kind of play that beat, kind of. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because I do kind of I do take more of like an approach of a composer rather than like a guitar player to like how I write. Like I don't really have like riffs in the bag. I don't really riff. Like usually if like I have a song, it comes off of like a cohesive like vocal refrain or like some kind of idea, and I'm building the song outward. Like usually I have the entire song written before I've even really in my head before I've even really tried to play it. So usually I'll just record like a crummy little demo with like some MIDI drums and just guitar and bass on my computer, and then just be like, this is the form, work with this.
Yeah, like you get the gist of what we're trying to do here, and then it becomes an Uncle Depressant song, right?
Yeah, exactly. As long
we have such diverse backgrounds that I think like in a band like this, we're fortunate that we will take all of the stuff that we love and we'll put that into our music, into the lyrics, into our instruments, as opposed to some bands you have a sort of like at a D beat band that can only play D beat, and so like in this band like we'll put a little bit of breakdowns, and that breakdown might be an 80s breakdown one time and more metal breakdown the next song, and so just
and it's like you guys are an actual band. Like there's no one getting paid, like no one's for hire, so it's not like you should like here's your sheet music, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And it's amazing. And if I know there are like dictator type writers or band leaders like that where everything's got to be down to the note and stuff like that, but it just comes off kind of rigid, and it's very kind of pompous to be like, I have everything figured out. If you do, great, but
no, and it's
I find it's like it's easier to edit through the ideas afterwards to find out what works and doesn't. But if you don't hear those ideas, you miss a lot of cool shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Of course, and just like, when it is like a for fun project that you're not getting paid for, like I do work as like a for hire studio musician, and just like a lot of the just freelance on the side. But it's like it's discouraging when you like write a part for somebody else's song and then they hear it and they're just like, nope, take all of the you out of it and play what I want you to play. And, you know, just like, is that necessarily fun? Depends on the song, but I'm just like, well, if you're going to pay me, like, this is your song, and I'm going to do whatever you want.
Well, that's the difference.
But when we're not getting paid, I think it's important that, like, everybody's having fun.
Yeah, I think a band, if you're a band, an actual band, then you all should have some input in it, right?
And
Yes, we do.
band practice should be fun. That's the whole point of having a
I
band.
think so.
It should be fun, and, like, let's be real. Like, there's definitely no money in like punk and metal at the local level.
No.
Like there's not even money in punk and metal at the regional level. Like at a national level, you usually still need a job.
2026 is upon us.
Hey.
Not yet. I still got 3 weeks, man. A month.
Almost upon us.
5.
5.
What is the outlook? Do you have any plans for the new 365 days that are coming?
I think we're going to work on some new material. We haven't actually gone to Montreal yet. We had a couple things that didn't quite materialize, so the goal is to do Montreal a couple times.
It's kind of weird that we did Toronto twice, but we haven't done Montreal.
Oh, you did a gig saw with our buddy from Matora there from Montreal.
Yeah, they kind of dropped the ball, but he said he'd hook us back up next year.
Yeah, like the one we had lined up didn't work.
Anybody in
We're gonna figure
Montreal
something out.
listening who wants to do a show with Uncle D, reach out on
Uncle D
Instagram.
wants to do Montreal.
Yeah, we're
Montreal's
close.
harder to get a gig now because you have to go through
We're
the
not trackside anymore.
Oh fuck, Jesus Christ! I played there when it was the Deaf House.
Okay.
Before it was the
Yeah.
trackside.
Well, there's La Beau or whatever now.
Yeah, but they have like promoters there at Montreal. There, then when you try to reach out to the bars to kind of put a show together, they immediately redirect you
Whoa.
to go through the promoters.
This is very different than Ottawa.
Yeah.
I kind of talked to a band because I also like at least my old band used to play in Montreal like all the time.
Same. It was
And-
easier.
And also, I know it was different before COVID, but like they had an incredible like DIY scene there. The whole scene with like underground like warehouse shows and stuff was like huge. I remember doing like awesome DIY shows in Montreal like 10 years ago.
Yeah, I'm sure there's well, DIY. I guess you can always play in someone's basement.
Yeah, they do like under the bridge
But-
generator shows.
Yeah, but if you're going like I reached out to Piranha and Hemisphere Gauche and a couple others,
Yeah,
and
they
they all
redirected.
came back with the promotion kind
Yeah,
of tag.
the older place. I mean, I forgot his
Yeah,
name. The
no
guy who owned
incentives.
Crowbar like died. Crowbar was like one of the sickest venues.
Crowbar.
Sick band.
Yeah,
That's right.
yeah, I miss Crowbar.
Okay, so we're kind of getting close to the deadline here. Plus, I still want to play 15 questions with the band. So,
Ooh.
All right.
are there any last words or any shout-outs you want to give? Some thank yous while we still got a bit of time?
I want to thank God.
Oh, I was gonna make a fucking
well,
joke.
come on. It's the only reason. Yeah. Anyway.
I want to thank my mom and my dad and my bandmates, and for Ego and Vice for hosting us.
Oh no, thank you, man.
Yeah, shout out to
I
Mike.
genuinely
Thanks
though,
for
yeah,
having
thank
us.
you for having us.
You know, again, the Dom for being kind. We done many shows at the Dom.
Mm-hmm.
So again, shout out to
Yeah.
you know
I know.
Scotchy and Ashley and the crew there.
Just being in the Ottawa scene in general, like we play with our buddies and Infectious the other night, and like
Yeah.
Passenger Princess, Alley Beers, like all the bands we play with,
Yeah,
like
brutal
It's
play and
Good,
Way.
bump and
good
yeah.
folk.
Speed Bumps
Yeah.
Alley.
Fly
It's just
Downs,
a good
yeah.
scene.
I think-
I'm new to it, but I'm grateful to be part of it. Just a lot of really good folks.
Yeah, I think like Ottawa's a small enough scene that we are fortunate that you know we all know friends in various bands and we know different people, and so it's just really nice to be able to do concerts and play with your buds and
Yeah.
have more buds coming out and listening to live music, which is probably the best drug in the world. So.
Absolutely. And after 9 years of doing this podcast and literally having almost hundreds of people,
Yeah, it's like
in,
everybody we know has been on this
Yeah,
podcast.
it's like it's amazing how interwoven it actually is. Like everybody kind of knows everybody.
Yeah.
And I find with the music scene in general, it's like everybody knows everybody, but everybody also travels. So you end up knowing, you'll meet somebody from another city and you still know the same people.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I think with this band too, it's nice is that we have we're talking about like wealth and equality and DIY shows, but we're also talking about consent and mental health. And I think it's really important that they're not only relevant and prudent topics, but we have the platform, we have the stage, and so especially like the recent concert when we're doing an all ages concert, and so addressing these sort of issues, I think is really important. And calling people out when people aren't engaging in a respectful way. So I think
Like
that's
that dude we had at the Motorhead tribute who was wearing the fucking
Yeah.
like National Socialist black metal shirt. We were like,
yeah. So
not having that.
Yeah. Well said. Just don't be a fucking dick.
Don't be a fucking dick.
Treat
guys.
everybody with
Preach.
respect. God damn it.
Yeah. How about 15 questions with the band?
Depends what they're about. If it's like math, I'm done.
Yeah, it's
John's
all,
got it though.
it's all math.
That's fine. No, I'm studying
Does everyone
math
say
right
that?
now.
And people are like, well, it's not
shit.
math questions.
I'll,
Oh, I'm an arts guy. I'm not a math guy.
I'll slay this math.
Let's go.
You guys can
Yeah.
you guys can talk amongst each other.
That's it.
Oh, we can-
only have so many fingers and toes.
Do we get lifelines like Millionaire?
No.
Can I call my dad? No.
All right.
Time for 13 questions with the band. Yes, this segment's back again. It's called 13 questions, but I only asked 6, maybe 5.
Okay, we're back. This is 13 questions with the band.
Lucky.
Uncle Depressant style version. Now, I for new listeners, I have 13 questions, but I ask from the 13 questions, not all 13 questions.
Oh,
I have been called out
sneaky.
before where they said, "Hey, that wasn't 13 questions." So I feel like I should
I hope we prepared the right 5 or
be
6.
clear.
Or
People are
whatever.
counting. They're counting. Okay, this can go to each of you, in any order you'd like. What was the first physical music you ever purchased with your own money?
I bought a CD of a obscure band called Us 3. And it's like 90s
Oh.
hip hop
Yeah,
over
the Herbie
Blue
Hancock
Note
sample?
Records. It's like
Can't
Blue
Believe I
Note.
Was?
Yeah, it's Blue Note Records samples over like 90s hip hop.
Dude,
Yeah,
yeah.
for
And-
me it
and
was
I was
Uncle
like-
Cracker's Double Wide.
For me, it was either Blink-182 self-titled at Walmart, or that or Billy Talent's first, or maybe even Sum 41. Like, Does This Look Infected? One of those.
And I feel just like it all worked out because I ended up playing and having most of my touring experience with the Detroit band, and I told them it was because of Double Wide
Uncle Cracker.
that I found my way to you.
I actually forgot about Uncle Cracker. Thanks for.
Us 3
yeah.
is a crazy pull. We gotta talk about that after.
That's
man.
such a good
Herbie
record.
Hancock sample. Oof.
Okay, next question. 13 questions with Uncle Depressant. What was the very first live concert you ever saw?
Oh, dude.
Yeah, the Moffats at the Ottawa X.
Badass.
I was 14. I went to Montreal to see the Bloodhound Gang.
That's a good one.
Did Uncle Cracker open for them?
Unfortunately, no.
I wish.
There was a Nerf Herder played, which is another great band.
Herder. Oh, shit.
And
is
this
a-
band called A that was great that I've for years have been looking for them, but this is before the internet. And now, if you try to find a band, like,
EH?
it's just the letter A.
Oh, just A.
With some flames, and
was
it's just like it's an
Canadian
impossible band to find, or like, but yeah, they're really good. But,
A.
yeah, Nerf Herder was also an undervalued band that was really great.
I have a short
Pantera
story
Fans in Love is
for my
hilarious.
first show. But when I was 11 or 12, my dad had tickets to go see Tom Jones at the NAC. If you guys know Tom Jones,
Of course,
Yeah.
and I was 11 or 12. I had seen like the movie Mars Attacks, so I'd heard like "What's Up, Pussycat" or something. So I knew the one song. I was like, sure, I'll go. So my dad takes me, and I did not know anything about Tom Jones's live show. I'd never been to a concert, so the NEC is a bit of like a prim and proper venue. I go to this concert. Tom Jones is singing. The front row is just full of like middle-aged women in like tight black dresses. They're throwing panties and bras up on stage, and I'm like 11, so I have like no conception of like sexuality or anything. I'm like, what the fuck? And that's just how I thought gigs at the NAC were, and I've been there since. And
Oh, how times have
and
changed.
it was
Nevermore.
all downhill from there.
yeah, there's no more underwear after that. How did you ever
Yeah,
text
we're
me?
not even wearing
Tom
them
Jones.
anymore.
That's a first. That's a first.
That was a wild first pull for sure for a concert.
Yeah, I mean, you're like 11.
I don't know. Next question. If Uncle Depressant could open for any band of your choosing, who would it be?
Suicidal.
ST, yeah.
Yeah, suicidal.
I mean,
Still
That-
playing,
that'd be
still
sick.
possible.
Yeah.
Who plays bass for them
Or
currently?
Lewicidal, I think is the other project they got going now.
Ty Trujillo.
Right, dude. Yeah. No,
Yeah.
Oh,
That's what's his name? Son.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Son
Rob.
Metallica. Yeah.
Robert Trujillo.
Well, I mean, Rob Trujillo wasn't suicidal.
Suicidal, infectious,
Infectious
grooves.
Grooves.
I think I sound check with Punk It Up too often.
Yeah,
The
I've
slap
I've
line.
sound checked with Punk It Up a
It's so
lot
good.
in my life.
Suicidal would be sick though.
Yeah.
So that's across the board.
I think
Yeah.
that's a big influence on the band for sure.
I'd say the only direct influence, at least in my writing.
If you were the headlining band, who would be your dream opener? Who would you want opening for you?
We don't want a headline. We want to play.
Not
in the
while you'll be
middle.
second
If
last.
hypothetical, you were paid a disgusting amount of money to headline.
We choose one only.
Yeah.
I
Or you know what? How about a 3 bill, including yourselves? What would be your dream
Like,
gig for your band?
That's really tough.
Of local bands?
Sure.
I know, with like,
No, let's not do
See,
that.
I don't want to do that. I don't want to single anybody out.
All right,
Like,
we'll do
I want
no
everybody.
local bands.
I
any
can't narrow
bands.
it down.
no local bands.
So
No, and not suicidal tendencies because you just did it.
Okay, that's fair.
there's a band. Oh man, they're gonna show us up. What other bands do I like? Oh my god.
It's hard to balance this because I
And
want
are
Sick
close
Man's
to-
to open, but if Sick Man's open, they would just blow us out of the
Like,
water.
yeah, if we
like
could,
said,
you
so
know,
it's like,
I don't know if we could do.
I've just been listening to like Stevie Wonder and Danny Brown today.
I
don't
was
know
thinking
how
of
great
Danny
a
Brown
bill-
also.
like
Yeah.
7 Seconds, Gorilla Biscuits, do some old school stuff.
Oh, Gorilla Biscuits. I have a
They were still
record
touring
there.
around and doing some shows. You know.
Limp Bizkit could open for us. Oh man.
There you go.
That'd be pretty
boy.
fire.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh, but Sam Rivers passed away.
God.
That's
Rest
a
in
bummer.
peace, King.
RIP, yeah.
Okay, to each of you, what is your favorite song today?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Stuff.
Our song or in general?
Yours, personal. What is your favorite song today?
Like an Uncle D song?
Not overall.
What you've been listening to
Whatever
today.
you want.
Oh, I listened to today. I was listening to Egos and Vice.
That's not a song.
I listened to Chains of Love by Charlie XCX like 2 or 3 times today. That one's really good.
Oh, I listened to 1999 by Charlie XCX today and a
Nice.
bunch of Stevie Wonder.
1999 by Danny Brown from his new album. I've been spinning
It's
Danny Brown's new
it's
album. a
also
ton.
great.
I listened to the new Snooper today.
Oh,
if I had
yeah.
to choose one, probably Chains of Love by Charlie XCX today.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Listening to Bouncing Souls earlier. Listen.
Yeah, I don't really listen to a lot of punk.
Me neither, honestly. Charlie XCX on the pub.
It's not a punk rock podcast.
Yeah.
It's a music.
Not anymore.
You passing?
Passing what?
Did you answer?
Oh, yeah. I think the only song I can recall, yeah, I was also listening to 1999. Charlie XCX was the last song I listened to.
We love Charlie XCX.
Yeah.
Brad Summer, all day, every day.
Except I never listened to Brad. I'm a Charlie XCX hipster.
I'm not. I like my brat.
Okay. Have you ever been asked for your autograph?
Yes, it's weird.
Yeah, well, when I used to tour with the American band and we'd do like these B market runs, we'd like play some random community center to like 400 people in like Madison, Wisconsin or something. And I find just like those kinds of gigs, you'll have like 10 people ask you for your autograph.
What
And
did you sign?
my name?
No,
No,
like
what item did you... we just had a young lady who we have I guess like our printout from our last EP.
I was
We
gonna
have it's sort of like
mention
the
this,
size of a vinyl, so we got like a nice colored printout of those, and we had a young lady at the All Ages show the other day, and we did sign that for her.
But like I offered it because I feel like,
Like
a
an
douche
8 by
doing that.
10?
yeah, it
'Cause-
just, but you know, I think like I've had somebody years ago that wanted us to sign like her chest, which we refused. I had somebody wanted to sign a shoe. Which we were okay with, but thought it was a bit awkward, so we just signed a CD for
sign
them.
someone's arm and they ran off and got it tattooed, or no?
Yeah,
No,
I
we
just
haven't
I just
gotten there
find, at least culturally, just coming from the perspective of I've done just like both national package tours, like, and I've played like local and DIY tours. Like I find when you're on a package tour and you're playing in a smaller market, like everybody will ask you for your autograph. At a local show, like never. And if you're on the package tour, but you're in like, I don't know, like Seattle or something, like no one's going to ask.
Right.
Yeah.
Have you ever asked anyone for their autograph?
I got Paul Gilbert's autograph, like the guitar shredder guy who was in Mr. Big and all
I
kinds of
know
bands.
Paul Gilbert is,
I did like
yeah.
a guitar workshop, and he was teaching there. He did a class, so I got him to sign an instructional DVD, which is pretty sick. Super nice guy.
I've never asked for an autograph, but I did when we saw Adam Neely at the Clowncore show. I got my picture with him.
I was starstruck.
And I do regret
sick.
not getting Thundercats, a picture with Thundercat when I met him.
Bummer.
Yeah.
Tom, you ever asked for an autograph?
I think it was like years and years ago. Necromantics were in town.
Oh, hell
And
yeah.
at the time, I was still a gravedigger, and the album that they were touring with was "Life Is a Grave and I Dig It," and I was like, "Holy shit!" I listened to this at the cemetery, so
You had
they
to.
signed that.
Yeah,
album
then,
for me.
Necromantic was also one of my first shows. It's a great band.
Sick.
Cool.
Yeah.
Uncle Depressant, the movie, who would you want to play each of you?
Oh my god, I don't like watch movies.
Jason Statham, motherfucker. Let's go.
There you go.
I don't know. He's a bald guy.
Samuel L.
works.
Jackson. I don't know.
For you?
Sam.
He does like the Kangol hats. It's kind of what you got going on. It's not quite the same, but it's close.
You
Yeah.
both got kind of different eras of Jason Statham going on.
Ah, yeah, you got like the Snatch. I got the old age Jason
A little
Statham.
bit.
Yeah.
No,
Okay.
who do I look like?
You could do like a.
What about a Timothy Chalamet?
I don't know who that is.
No, he's like a little twink. We'd love him, but there's
Hell yeah, let's go.
Done.
He is
Top
tall
me.
though. It kind of works.
Yeah, taught me, daddy.
If each of you could have a drink or a meal with any musician, who would it be?
I used to answer Dave Grohl.
Oh, that didn't age well.
Yeah, well, I said used to. Living or dead?
It doesn't matter.
I'd say maybe Toby Morris from H2O. I'd like to sit and chat with him. PMA.
If you're gonna be dead, maybe like Frank Zappa. I feel like that'd be an interesting
would be an
conversation.
interesting conversation, yeah.
That's a hard one. I don't know. Danny Brown seems like a good hang, honestly.
He
I
does
keep
seem-
saying Danny Brown, but he has such an interesting story as a musician and a person too.
He does just seem like a really cool guy.
Yeah, well, that'll be my answer.
Yeah, you like alt rap.
Shilling for Danny Brown.
Yeah,
Or if I could get MC Ride from Death Grips, who would say nothing the entire time.
yeah,
Yeah, that'd be cool.
yeah. We like alt rap.
Yeah.
And the last question of 13 questions with the band, Uncle Depressant. Who is Uncle Depressant?
He is
Everybody.
your uncle. And he
He's your
loves
depressed
you.
uncle.
Yeah, your uncle loves you.
Cool. Okay.
That was too deep.
Thank you so much for being on Ego and Vice. It was really great getting to know you guys and
Thanks
having
for
a
having
chat.
us.
Cheers. Thanks, bro.
Thank you very much.
And I wish you nothing but the best in 2026 and beyond.
Likewise,
forward
man.
to
And
seeing you in the
really
pit.
looking forward to seeing you guys play again.
Yeah.
So,
Likewise. Maybe,
Yeah,
maybe we
likewise,
can
homie.
even get a show going together in the new year.
hey, that'd be awesome. Let's
Go
do
off and
that.
Get a bunch of buds and get another good show going.
Yeah, that'd be fun. Super fun.
Wicked.
Let's do it.
Hell yeah, brother.
Look forward to it.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Cheers.
Thank you.
Yeah, I got some issues, they've been on my mind. Well, my thoughts are racing, they're putting in overtime. When I go out in public, I'm wearing a disguise. Anxiety so bad, it feels like I'm fucking paralyzed. Then I realize that I'm in luck, and it's all your problem if I give a fuck. And now I got no worries, and I know why. It's that I don't give a fuck if I live or die. 'Cause I'm too depressed and stressed, and I don't care anymore. Because I got no trouble and I'm like face down on the floor. Forget about all the problems that I try to ignore. 'Cause I'm too depressed and stressed and I don't care anymore. I was having panic attacks that made me cry and shout. Not worried so much, my hair was falling out. Things didn't work out, and I swear that it was all my fault. Anxiety was coming from an attachment to the results. Depression sucks, and life's a bitch, but I think I found a cure for the itch. And now I got no worries, and I know why is that I don't give a fuck if I live or die. 'Cause I'm too depressed and stressed, I don't care anymore. Because I got no trouble and I'm like face down on the floor. Forget about all the problems that I try to ignore. I'm too depressed and stressed. Depression, anxiety, the more you discover you have too much of one and you can't have the other. Cause I'm too depressed and stressed and I don't care anymore. Because I got no trouble and I'm like face down on the floor. Forget about all the problems that I try to ignore. Cause I'm too depressed and stressed and I don't care anymore.
I'd like to thank Uncle Depressant, John, Timo, and Tom for coming on Ego and Vice today. They swung by Southwood Studio, and it's always great to talk a little punk rock, my roots. If you want to get a hold of me, you can always reach me at egoandvice@gmail.com. If you want to check out the podcast, you can always go to egoandvicepodcast.com. There you will find links to everywhere. Or just go to your favorite streaming site, look up Ego and Vice. I'm the only one, and you'll be sure to find me. Anyway, we're getting close to the end of the year. We're getting close to the end of Season 8. Wow. Season 9 is right around the corner. With all that's going on in the Ego and Vice universe, it's going to be a very busy year. But until then, let's keep moving on. Let's keep on keeping on. See you next time.
You've got a real attitude problem, McFly. You're a slacker.